मूवी कम्युनिटी कॉलेज में फिर से आप सभी का स्वागत है। हम सभी ने आपको बहुत मिस किया। इसे लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। शांति और बहुत सारा प्यार।
Namaskaram, what's up everybody, how are you? I've been fascinated by the War of 1962, the Sino-Indian War, those sneaky little Chinese dropping 80,000 troops on 10,000, and India would have won, in my opinion. But Nehru, am I right or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me, because I want to learn from my mistakes, but as I understand the conflict, Nehru kind of really screwed the pooch, as we would say in America. He messed it up, right? He messed it up. So I got a little piece here, and it's about the war, and it is called The Hour of Reckoning, Great Battles Remembering the Heroes of the 1962 War, man. Like, I can't wait to see this.
The dawn of 20th November 1962 was the darkest in the military history of independent India. The nation appeared to be in peril. The age-old belief in the impregnability of the Himalayan barrier stood shattered. The Chinese were sweeping aside the Indian army positions with ease. It seemed that nothing could stop their victorious march into India. That was the mood of the nation in late November 62, right till the point when the Chinese abruptly announced a unilateral ceasefire a day later. All that had stood in the path of the rampaging Chinese army were a few good men, Indian Jawans, sons of the soil, rifles in hand, bayonets at the ready, all set to charge out for what would be their final assault.
The Sikhs, man, you gotta love them. Courageous. It's like in their genes to be the protectors of India.
R.I.S. Kalo was a young lieutenant in the army in 1962. Away on assignment near Lucknow, Kalo worked the system, pulled favors, to be with his men at the scene of battle, more important to him than anything else in the world. Several days later, after being ordered to retreat in the face of overwhelming odds, Kalo and his soldiers from the Grenadiers would confront a Chinese patrol. This is what happened.
I found,
freaking balls, man.
This was the 8th day I've told you, I found the men around me in a very disorganized fashion. Similarly, the rest of the battalion, were 200 people were behind us. I recall having looked at a tall, strong Jat Naik Jeevan Singh, and in our own rustic language of the battalion, I challenged him that a guy like him was lying down like a woman. Exactly the language that I used was Rand ki tarah let gaya Jeevan, ut. And he looked up to me and he says, "Tune marwana hi hai na saab?" And he picked up the LMG and he started charging towards the Chinese. The moment Jeevan got up, Zille got up, Risal got up, so and so got up. Everyone got up, and this group charged the Chinese. Hungry, famished, ill-equipped, ammunition down to 10 or 12 bullets, these men had the guts to charge the Chinese.
India had, in fact, lost the war against China before it began. Defending the heights in Arunachal, then the northeast frontier province, and Ladakh is extremely difficult today. Back in 1962, it was almost impossible. The Indian army was living on a prayer. The bravery of the Indian Jawan and his commitment to the izzat of his Paltan would just not be enough.
Imagine you're captain of the Indian cricket team getting set to take on the mighty Australians. Imagine then being told that the Dravids and the Tendulkars wouldn't be playing in the match and that instead you'd be given a schoolboy's 11. That was, in a sense, the plight of the Indian Army in 1962. it was completely outgunned, it was completely outnumbered. And it was inevitable that places like this, the Bomdila Pass, would ultimately fall to the Chinese. But the real story of the Indian Army back in 1962 was how that schoolboys 11 were able to fight to the last post, to the last man, to the last bullet, in delivering to the Chinese on several occasions a stinging blow.
That blow came from men like Dhan Singh Thapa, fighting in an area not far from this, the Pangong Lake in Ladakh. The stunning beauty of the region makes it hard to believe that in 1962 these slopes were covered in blood.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better.
Guess we didn't look at commercial, huh?
Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for
that's just
retina
amazing.
display.
The Sikhs
Full screen view.
blow my
Faster
mind.
response time.
Just, where do
And
they get this from?
Sudoku.
They're like real life superheroes.
NDTV's
I
new
just-
iPad app.
I've never met such a
Download
courageous
now.
group of people that just kind of permeates an entire community. You usually find a courageous person within a group, but not a group of courageous community. Like, it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. I want to learn more about the 62 war. I don't like how it went down. I don't like the fact that the Indian troops were kind of left out there on their own without support, and yet they overcome. Yet they sent a strong message, man. They were like, they were like the 300, dude. They were like the 300, as I understand the 62 conflict, that they just stood there and they caused such pain and conflict and injury to the Chinese army that Chinese army was just like, the hell, dude. Let's just stop here. Let's just stop here, man. I'm telling you what, as I come to know the Indian culture, this is, I think, my 3rd year, maybe 4th year doing videos. Man, what a beautiful bunch of people, dude. I love the patriotism. I love the sacrifice. I love the ability of fortitude to stay in the line, to hold the line, to stand in the gap between freedom and your motherland and the enemy, and you don't care what's coming at you. You do not care, and you stand, and you fight, and you dig in, and you look your adversary in the eye, and you say, yes, we are outnumbered. We are outgunned, but it will be by the blood of my body that you pass. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. And lo and behold, in history, what do we have? India doing it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. The Indian history is filled with this. What courageous people you are. What heroic people you are. What an amazing culture you have. India, oh India, how I love thee. I recognize that. I recognize that quality, right? I recognize that. I have that within myself, and I recognize that, and I respect you, right? I don't pander to you, you know. I respect you. Like, I know what you are. I know what you are, and I respect it, and I salute it, and I love it. It's awesome. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. And in the comments, if you have more suggestions on the 62 war of what I should take a look at, let me know. Hit me up down there, and I'll take a look at it. Peace and much love. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the video. And if you've gotten this far, you're one of the diehards. And this outro is for you. Ba-ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-ba-boom. I'm kidding, that's not the outro. The outro is this, AZ India. AZ India is a group of Desis who live in Phoenix. There's approximately 77,000 Indians living in the Phoenix area. And this is kind of the hub of the cultural center. I met the owner of AZ India, had a meeting with him. His name is Satish, and we are teaming up. He puts on all the Indian movies that are in town. He's in touch with all the restaurants. He's in touch with all the temples. He's in touch with the cricket teams. There may even be an AZ India cricket tournament. And what I want you to do in this outro is I'm going to put a link down there in the description of the video for you to go check out AZ India, and we have resources to help you, right? You want to come to America? We have immigration lawyers that can help you with that. You want to know where you should live, where you could be by, like-minded people? We have that for you. You want to know like where are the good restaurants? We have that for you. We have all these things for you. You need to get on this. You need to go down and subscribe. That is azindia.com, and I'll keep you guys posted. Peace and much love.